we're just going to give you a quick show of how to store your generator. I can't say winterized because I store it in the middle of the summer, because when you run it when the power is out, and then who knows how long it'll be before you run it again, whether it's the middle of the summer or the middle of the winter. But either way, this is the way I store it. Now, I know generators are supposed to be stored this way. According to some people, they're supposed to be exercised every month and all that. But I've got a truck camper with a generator in it that I've never exercised when we winterize it. And it's gone months and months without being run. And I've never experienced a problem with it or this, and without exercising them. But what I want it to do is start and be dependable and restart when I want it to. So what I do is I drain all the gas out of it and winterize it, and I'll show you how. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start it and run it, get it warm before I try to drain the gas out of it. And we won't bore you with that because it might take quite a while. I don't know how much gas is left in it, but I drained the tank totally. But we'll show you how we do that after it's run and warmed up, because then I shut it off, disconnect the gas line, let the gas totally go through the engine, and run it bone dry, or as dry as I can get it. So there's no gas in the carburetor or lines. So I'm just going to start it now and warm it up so that I can pull the gas line off it and drain it.
So you're removing the gas line now?
Yep. Well, I turned the valve off. And I'm trying to get the gas line on. Yeah, I'm going to restart it and let the run out of gas. Probably won't start.
So it's run out of gas now.
It's run out of gas. And now I'm going to drain.
And can you point to the gas line there that you disconnected?
Well, this is the gas line I took off. That's the valve that turns the gas on and off.
Okay.
What I've done, I got myself a little short piece of gas line that I can put on there. Oops. That's small. Let's do this one.
Wrong one.
Or maybe it's neither. Because it's cold. They don't want to go on. It is cold.
So what are you planning to do now?
Drain the tank into the can.
Okay. The last little bit that's left in
I
there?
don't think there's much. I think it was virtually, when we stopped using it the other day, out of gas.
So we had our generator winterized, and then last week we came home from golf and we had no power, and the power was out for 12 hours, so we had to put some gas in our generator and get our fridges and freezer cooled down again. Oh, there's some draining out.
Well, I always elevate the front so the tank, because the valve is at the back of the tank here, I elevate where the handle is.
Okay,
And
to drain
that
it.
usually
Yeah, there's still some
drains
trickling out.
the very last of the gas.
You can hear it running in there. Yeah, pretty good trickle.
It's definitely got a low point up front when it's sitting normally. But as you can tell, when it was running, it was almost out of gas when we stopped using it the other day.
Yeah,
So
there's not much left in
Yeah.
it.
we just didn't know it was 2 seconds from running out of gas.
Yeah, it didn't take long. It didn't run for very long when you started it a little while ago. And then it didn't take very long for it to drain the line either.
No. And I don't do this while its engine's running because you have gas fumes and whatever, and open gas cans and that around a running engine just doesn't
Yeah.
go well together.
And we have lots of ventilation in here. We are doing it inside, but we've got the doors wide open, so there's lots of air circulation.
Well, I'm going to shut one of the doors. Too much wind blowing.
Yeah, there's a good wind again today. It's a little cool. Nice fall day.
Well, this could take a while, so you better not bore them with it.
Okay, so now the gas is drained out to be used for something else or for the generator next time hydro goes out. And we have to go through this whole process again.
Well, you wish you don't, but you don't know if this is going to sit for
You never know.
3 days or 3 months or 6 months or whatever. So
We've had this for quite a few years.
yeah, we have. That's my little oil drain can to fit underneath there to drain the oil.
So you're just attaching the gas line back on?
Yep. And then I usually just keep an eye on the air filter, which is still very clean.
Okay. How often would you have to replace the air filter, or can you wash
Well,
that?
that's a washable one.
It's a washable one? Oh, okay.
So it's a wash when it's duty.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing here? There we go.
And you check it, what, a couple times a year, or
Well, every time
Depending.
you use it.
every time you use it?
Now, before we ran it, I checked the oil again. The oil's okay. Doesn't need changing. And it's up. And I always check it before I put it away. Then I know for sure it's ready to go when we need it right away.
Okay.
So,
So what are you doing now?
taking the spark plug out.
Take the spark plug out?
Yeah.
And are you just checking it, or are you leaving it out?
We're going to put oil in the cylinder. Because
Oh.
right now, if you don't do something like put some type of oil in the cylinder, it's prone to rust because the gasoline is burned out of it and it's bone dry. There's no lubricant there or anything on the cylinder walls and that. So where your rings sit on there, if you get any moisture, it's going to rust and seize the motor.
Oh, okay.
So I always put a couple of squirts of oil in. Or 3, or maybe 4.
3 or 4.
You can't really put too much in because when you restart it, yeah, it'll smoke a little bit, but it smokes better than damaging the engine. Now you got to run it over.
What do you mean run it over? Oh.
By doing that, you get the oil all over inside the cylinder
Oh, okay.
and the valves and everything. And make sure they're well covered with oil and ready for storage.
Then you put the spark plug back in.
Yeah.
And that keeps everything nice and lubricated inside.
Yep. And we'll torque it to about 18 foot-pounds. And that's it. It's all over until next time.
Okay, and you take the battery out?
Yep.
And do you put that on a trickle charger or?
Yeah, I usually put it on a maintain so that it, again, it's charging, ready to go. I don't need it. Turn it.
Is there a rule of which one you take off first? Black or red?
Negative first.
Always negative first?
Always.
And when you put it back in, always negative first? Positive first?
And that doesn't matter whether it's a car or generator. And the reason for that is now, if I have this on there and my wrench goes from this terminal to the body of the thing, I'll get sparks.
Okay.
And I can blow up the battery, I can do whatever, like right there.
Yep.
Whereas once you take your ground off, then there's no circuit, so you don't get any power flow between the frame and the positive terminal if you should happen to put your screwdriver in the wrong spot.
So that's why you put the positive on first and then the negative.
Yep.
Okay. So when you have your surgery next week and I have to start the generator, I can look at this video and I'll know exactly what to do.
In reverse. Yeah.
In reverse.
Oops. And once you have the negative terminal off, if you happen to hit the body of the generator with this cable while taking it off or putting it on, there's no circuit again, no damage done. But if this one's connected and you hit here, now there's flow, there's a circuit,
It's live.
and you're gonna do damage.
Okay. So that's all there is to winterizing putting the generator in storage until the next use.
Yep. And it's been months since we used it, so it's better to be
Well,
prepared.
except for last week.
Well, the other day, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You never know what we're going to post. We're anything and everything, Roy and Frida, and whatever we think of that might be helpful, we will post. So thanks for to all those that leave comments. We do appreciate it, and we certainly appreciate you watching.
Dust cover.
Dust cover. That helps.
A little bit.
Thanks for watching.